So hey guys, so I'm going to teach you guys how to attack your data with AI agents and give you an unfair advantage. So this is I was literally just bored where I'm at, so I just decided to make this video, and I'm using a random data set, randomly pick this with comments. So this is just me walking on the go. So the point is to make you understand the mental model of how to do this. So I'm using Hermes desktop. I've kind of started off without you guys. I had a skill.md. Oh, no mistake, my bad. So this is it. So you see, the main thing about attacking data with AI agents is you have to define the target, define the first intelligent question, all these things. So we have to know what do you want to do with this data. Do you want to increase sales? Do you want to reduce delivery time? Do you want to reduce negative feedback? So I'll say the purple, wrong place. How our sales can be increased. So what people do in the basic sense is they download the data set. For example, they have this. So they download all this and then they tell the agent, read it. So the agent reads through your customer, your geolocation, your order, your payments, your review, and all this. And then the agent gives you some what is it called? Some quote unquote. It tells you something and it sounds smart and it sounds like what the agent said makes sense. But the issue is people don't understand that these agents are designed to make sense. So if you tell your agent to go through a data set, but you didn't really build a software to attack that data set, you're not going to have, you might still get a smart answer that works, but you are not optimizing because the agent is supposed to build a, s- a certain type of software for a certain type of project. So let's go ahead and let me show you. So I would have loved to been able to send my agent voice notes, but I can't because my microphone is already in use. So I'm gonna have to type a lot. So I remember one thing with agents. The more context, the more clarification is better. So things like skilled or MD, anything that can you point to the agent to where he can load the context and understand what more you have going on is going to be better for you and the agent. So right now I'm going to tell the agent how I want to do it. So I told the agent the purpose of the session is to increase sales. In this DR means directory. I want you to build softwares and to build tools, CLI, that you can use to understand the data. So I kind of want the agent to explain this Palantir skill.md. It has nothing to do with like the company Palantir in itself. I just called it Palantir because it has to do with data understanding, and that was the whole Palantir gimmick. So the thing is, some things I kind of want to explain more to the agent, but I can't because my microphone is already in use. So I'm just going to make the agent do the explanation and then I'll read it to you guys and break it down. But basically, I had a project like this, but it was for something that had to do with baseball. It should be this one, Future Oasis. Exactly, yeah, it was this one. It was baseball. So you see, we had our data set, right? We got our data set. We built tools to retrieve our data set and whatnot. I'm sorry, I haven't worked on this. This video is so raw. Like I didn't plan it, so it might seem unprofessional, but I haven't worked on this repo in since July 24th. Jokes on me, I've kind of forgotten some things about it. So, but this were the games. You can see the daily games. So we call the games, and then the agents used to run the games through our engine. Where the heck is that engine? I'm sorry, guys. I can't find this engine. I'm just gonna go back to what we're working on here. Oh yeah, you can run. But the main thing I'm hinting at is if you had a data set and it consists of things like this. Let's go back to our download place. Let's open this. You have your customer, your geolocation, and all these things. What you need to focus on is making your own features out of all these data sets. So if you have your customer data set, you don't just make a tool that then if the agent calls the tool, it shows the agent all the customers. No. You want to make features and um, features and relationship out of a certain data set. So if this is your customer data set, you should have a tool that calls customer by the city. You understand? So you shouldn't just have your customer data set in the tools. So you could have 20 tools. One could call customers by the city. One could call customers by the zip code. It's not here, but one could call customers by the age, sex, race, height. So when you have your your tools that you can call certain individual features of your data set, that way you can compare relationships. So if you have a tool that shows you customers by city, you can find out, okay, well, how many customers, then you go to the review data set, e.g. You can find out, then you build another one, customers by, let me open this one so I can have a clear idea of what the features actually look like. In the meantime, let me check on our agent. How am I out of credit? This is like, bro. Yeah, but I switched my model to open code go. So it's this one. Yo, it should work because that was using my DeepSeek API, and I intentionally didn't want to top it up because I paid for open code. Shit is a fucking joke, man. I'll just switch the model. This is how raw this video is, and I kind of like it because So let's go with KMK 6.5, 2.6. This is annoying, and I'm really not trying to restart this video, man. There you go. So, okay, well, I don't really need to do this because the agent kind of understand has said what I'm saying. So it says how the Palantir skills attack sales increase. So if you apply the ontology, you identify your entities, which is your customers, your orders, your products, your sell and your review. But the issue is people think you stop here. No, you take these entities and make all the features out of under those entities. Like I said, so you break your customers by sex, height, race, whatever you deem necessary. You understand, and then you build the relationship. You see, customer places order, order contains other items. So remember, the first step is entity identification. Then you build the relationship between those entity. So then you go to events, and then let me let you run. So even the agent here is like not even saying everything I wanted to say. So let's focus on it stopping. So this is kind of annoying, but I'll just let it run. So let's focus on entities. So into smaller sets, e.g., doing all this, just post a video that's gonna have like 2 views on YouTube. Shit is a fucking joke, man. But hey, I was so fucking bored, I just had to. So the two reasons and why, and they flow from the Palantir skill. So I don't know. On a normal day, I would never really use a model like this. But I'm just trying to do it for this. This is pissing me off. This is really pissing me off. I don't know why it keeps showing me that, but okay, 2 reasons. So it said, let me simplify it, because I want to be able to bring it down and break it down for everyone. I don't want to talk like everyone is on the same speed here. So, for example, you have a big bucket of 1,000 customers. You break it down. 300 brought once and never came back. 150 spent 200 and always buying. Now, every group has a different question attached. You see, why didn't they come back? So that's what I'm saying. So when you break your data set, like when you get your features, people think you stop here. You break, this is it. All these features up here, these things, people think you stop here. But no, 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 no. No. You have to understand why all these people end up here. And what about those people that ended up here? So when you get your data set, don't just run it through the agent, tell the agent, find out what's wrong with my business. You have to let the agent build its features, build the relationship between those entities. So the agent needs to define the entities, define the relationship, define what changes. It needs to have a clear goal of what it's trying to fix. Is it trying to fix the business in general? Is it trying to increase sale? So when you have that, you start looking at the features and the entities that actually directly affect sales. Because some things don't affect sales, like, but they do affect sales indirectly. And the only way you can find that out is by building a data set relationship and understanding what features of these entities really matter to sales. and how did they relate and why did they relate. So because of this video is like a hot mess, I'm just going to end it here and just put on my YouTube. Thank you guys.